Hey guys, what's going on? So I thought I'd do an updated video on ThetaTraderz. So if you guys have been watching the channel, if not, you should totally subscribe because we do live streams with Lance from ThetaTraderz every few months, or at least maybe every month or so. And so it's something that we did a week ago, and you guys have been signing up, at least a lot of you have, for the ThetaTraderz passive income generating, selling options, mentoring and alerts and all this good stuff. So this is the website right here. The prices we have are much cheaper until Sunday night though, so if you want to check them out, I'll leave a link in the description below. It'll take you to Lance's site here, which is ThetaTraderz blog, and under there you'll find all the different Black Friday deals that we did in November last year. And so we're bringing those back until Sunday just for people to try out this service. We did a webinar about how well we're doing and how awesome these future selling options are. And I think something that you guys would really benefit from. It's as close to passive income as I've ever come, in terms of like you sell an option and then you just kind of wait and forget about it and then collect the premium, and with the hope that it completely expires worthless, leaving you with the full premium that some buyer paid you for that option. And if you're not familiar with this style of trading, we have several tiers of membership basically. The first tier is only 197 for 3 months, which is down here on the website. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. You can come here. And it's for quarterly, so 3 months, $197. And basically it involves doing put credit spread alerts. So this will teach you the basics of how to sell options. These are not on futures though. So these are on equities and on SPX right here and on SPY. And there's monthly Zoom calls and strategy guides that you can read. You also get access to Lance, who's really, really helpful. He's a teacher by profession, and he's really good at helping people with these types of strategies. More patient than I would be, that's for sure, with a lot of people. So the quarterly is only $197 for 3 months, and you can learn the basics of selling options from that. You can make some decent income doing this, but what I found to be really, really helpful has been selling on the futures. So selling futures options on oil futures, selling on gold futures, and on ES, and also the MES as well. And so those things have been just fantastic to me, like over the last 6 months or so. And so I really want you guys to test those out. Those are more expensive. It takes a lot more effort to learn and discuss those, and Lance needs to spend more time talking to you about those personally one-on-one to kind of mentor you. So these come in different flavors. We have consistent passive profits, which is one-on-one coaching, like I said, with Lance. That is invaluable. Some people would charge this one-time fee just for that, but you get this for life, basically. And you get future strangles, covered strangles, weekly futures puts, so selling puts on ES. You get the strategy guides involved with that, and you get involved with the monthly Zoom calls. You get the Discord, of course. We have a ThetaTraderz Discord, and all that for $11.97, except we've reduced this massively. So again, if you go to the link in the description below, you'll find that this is massively reduced, and we do payment plans for people that are perhaps not wanting to, put all that money up front. I want to emphasize though that the payment plans are payment plans. They're not monthly payments. So it's not, cancel after your first monthly thing. It's like with your car. You can't cancel after your first 2 payments after your car. You have to see it through to the end. And the people that we see doing that tend to do far worse than the people we see that commit to it and follow through with the whole thing. So we actually have started making you sign a contract saying, a legally binding contract saying I will commit to the payment plans, and then we work with you. We can give them as low as $50, $100 a month. But we want that commitment. We want to see that full amount come in over time. But we also want to see, you guys make profit on top of that. So maybe people with smaller accounts would be interested in those payment plans, That's the thing. We had one guy though recently. It was crazy. He had like a 10-figure account or something ridiculous, 8 figures, and he opted out of the payment plans. It was pathetic, really, to be honest. He decided he just didn't want to pay, and just left. So, with that kind of thing, we want to discourage that totally. So we're having people sign contracts now. So if you're going to sign up for the payment plan, you're going to have to sign up, and then we're going to send you an email with a link to a contract, which you then sign, in order to make sure that, we're not going to waste our time, or at least Lance isn't, and I'm helping out too, but at least Lance isn't going to waste his time doing one-on-one coaching for $50 or something, So we want to make sure we get that full value for both people, so everybody's happy overall. So that's consistent passive profits. It's just selling puts basically on the futures. Now the next level up is safeguard trades. This is really cool. So, and I'm going to show you my account in real time right now, just after I talk about this a little bit. Again, Safeguard Trades is about the same price, and basically you get the coaching on how to do it properly. You get the strangles, and you get the Zoom calls. You get oil though and gold as well, which is huge. These things have made me a lot of money over the last few months. So because basically VIX has been so stagnant and low on the main market, I've been forced to turn to things like gold and oil, and I've made some decent money. And even this month, I've made some decent money on crude oil and gold, just because they've been more like spicy. They haven't been so stagnant and so bullish as the main market, with the VIX being so low. And you get the hot commodity trades, which also includes a lot of different stuff like copper and all sorts of things. It's really cool. So this is really good. I really like Safeguard Trades. They're hedged, which is really nice. That's why we call them Safeguard. So they're less risky than the consistent passive profits, but also have a chance of higher profits. So they're just a better trade to take, in my opinion, which is really fun. So I'm doing a lot of those at the moment. I'll show you in a second. And so lifetime normally is nearly $2,000 for all of this. So you can see all of these things are now ticked. Normally it's 1996. We've had people pay that. Lots of people, in fact, dozens and dozens. But often what we do is reduce that and do a payment plan. So if you're interested in that, again, we'll ask you to sign a legally binding contract to make sure that you actually pay it, because it's not fair on Lance. He was using a lot of his time to people who are then basically screwing him. So we want to make sure that the one-on-one coaching part of it, and all the questions and direct messages people sent him, all that time spent is properly compensated. So this is expensive, but it's worth it, because if you have even a moderately sized trading account, say 85,000, I would call that like a moderate to small, just because when you're selling options, you're only going to make a few percent a month, right? And if people think otherwise, then they're probably not thinking right, or delusional in terms of that. So you're only going to make a few percent a month. So you need more than $1,000. So if you only have $1,000, this probably isn't for you. We've had a few people that do only have $2,000 or $3,000 sign up and learn. But a lot of people are not happy with just learning these days. They want to actually get the alerts, get in and make the money straight away, which is understandable. But if you look at this figure right here, so this has actually dropped considerably. Entered some more risky positions recently. It's the 13th at the moment, and trading started this year on the 2nd, so 11 days minus weekends or whatever. That's $1,300 profit, using just about half of this net lick, so about $40,000 or less of this is contributing to this profit. So if you're somebody who has $50,000, $30,000, $80,000, $100,000, $200,000, you can make the fee back after Lance has taught you all this stuff within, I'd say, like a month, maybe 2 months, depending on the markets, depending on what trades you take, and all this stuff, and how eager you are to make that money back. If you're doing a payment plan, which is what we're focusing on this particular deal, which ends tomorrow night, so Sunday night, Sunday the 14th of January, and these deals will be taken down. The payment plans here are really nice. I mean, you can split these into 12 payments or 4 payments, or all sorts. So click on these links, check them out. On the website, you can also contact Lance directly. So you can go to the ThetaTraderz website, and you can cancel. You can go down here. You can see all the results from 2023 from all these different trades, and you can also contact Lance directly right here. So you can check that out. You can also comment or email me. I'll put my email in the description below. Of all the services that I've had the pleasure of working with over the years, ThetaTraderz was number one in terms of just how fun it is, how much money I'm making for doing very little work, which is always our goal, right? So passive income is going to be my focus of 2024. I hope it's your focus of 2024, because I really think it's something that we should all be doing. We shouldn't be day trading like crackheads. We shouldn't be like taking 20 trades, glued to 10 monitors, monitoring 5 time frames on everything. This is like set it and forget it, sell stuff. If you go back to my portfolio here, we can look at my oil, for example, this one right here. Like, I sold this 11 days ago right here. It's up 48%. There's still 32 days until the full $320 or whatever this would be. would be available. But I've done nothing since, and so I could just, you know, cash this out now, and it would take me a minute. So this trade took me a minute to place, take me a minute to close. Done and dusted. It has a 99.5% probability of winning, which is great. This, I'll tend to leave it. I'll try and hold on to this a bit longer and get 90% of the profits from it. But you can't see better than that. 50% almost in 11 days, doing absolutely nothing and using a few $1,000s in buying power. So much better than just going in and out of trades non-stop and still not actually getting anywhere, just kind of spinning your wheels. So definitely check this out. I think you'll be like. To be fair, I've spoken to so many people that have joined, and this has changed their life. And we have so many success stories, so many people in the Discord saying that this is the way to go. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised what you find in here. All right, guys, till next time.